I got a text the other day that said, your Amazon account has some suspicious activity on it. Please click here to verify your account. And I almost clicked there. It seemed real. But the more I thought about it and the more I looked at it, I could tell it was a fake. You know, at work we have folks that we go to, our tech department, folks we go to when we have an email that is suspicious. We'll send that email to them, and they will quickly verify whether or not that email is legitimate. And they're trained in that. Those guys are good. Those guys can look at the first little bit of those first few words of those emails, and they quickly can say, "Do not open this." And the reason we have that process in place is because one of our colleagues one time opened up one of those suspicious emails because it seemed real. It looked real. And anyway, the email released a virus that nearly destroyed the whole system. It took days and days to clean up. And that takes me to step number 2 tonight in escaping anxiety. When that thought comes and you are attempting to take that thought captive, and you determine that thought doesn't seem right. It almost looks real and seems real, but there's something suspicious about it. Step number 2 tonight. Take that thought to a trained professional. You know, someone who can help you determine whether or not it's real. Because I believe that before you open that thought, just like that email, and destroy your whole world, when we believe a lie, when we act on something that, you know, someone told me one time, you know, stop worrying about what people think about you, because people are probably not thinking about you that often. You know, that's the same thing with a thought. We make things up in our minds sometimes, and the enemy puts that stuff there. And so I would say, step number 2, take your thought to a friend, to an accountability partner, to somebody who can help you determine the authenticity of that thought. Now, I'll be honest with you. There are people like Andy Barnes and Jeff DeBoard and my friend Dave Hibbets and my wife, obviously always my wife, who I can go to, and I can voice what I'm thinking to her, and by the time I'm finished saying it to her, I already know it's a fraud, and she'll confirm that it's a fraud, and then it's easier to get rid of it, because now I have an accountability partner in my wife who can now just look at me and say, "That's foolish. You need to get rid of that." And so step 2 in escaping anxiety tonight, I give you, take it to a professional. Tell it to a friend, an accountability partner, somebody you trust. I have 4 or 5 of those people in my life. I hope you have someone. If you don't, pray God gives you somebody, and go seeking for that person. Someone who's lived and been down some of the paths that you're on, and God will send them to you if you pray for them. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow evening with step number 3.